How's everybody doing this afternoon? I want to talk a little bit about EOS's coin offering, and then a little bit later I want to talk about how it relates to an initial public offering, which is a stock offering. But what EOS is doing isn't really a coin offering or an ICO as it's traditionally known, which I don't even know what an ICO is. And I think people say ICO because it kind of sounds like IPO, which makes people a little bit understand it. But an ICO and an IPO are completely different things, and I don't even know if anything like an ICO even exists, because my understanding of something like EOS is you're not buying an initial coin offering. What you're buying is you're buying product. You're buying an opportunity to build on their platform that they're constructing on a blockchain. So in my mind, the way EOS works is if you're a city and you go out and you acquire some land, newly developed land that's never been built on before, and you build that land out. You pave the roads, you lay the water lines, you lay the electrical lines, you hire a police department, you do all the infrastructure it takes in order to build that property out. Then once you build that property out, now you allow people to build on it. Now, at the time that they build on it, that's them. That's their idea. Whatever they build on their own without EOS or the city knowing much about it or having much to do outside of a few rules and regulations or codes that the city codes might require as far as the minimum standard that a house needs to be built by or with. So at that point, you're building on their foundation, on their structure, and that's what EOS is. EOS is a foundation, a structure that people are going to be allowed to build on. So when you buy the coin, you're actually buying the real estate, the opportunity to build on something, which is entirely different than an initial public offering, which is a stock offering, where what you're really getting in a stock offering is you're getting a representation of the company through the share of stock. You don't own the company. You have no decision-making rights in the company, and you can't go down, like let's, for instance, you buy a share of Walmart stock, you can't walk into Walmart and walk out with groceries and say, I can come in here and get whatever I want because I own the company. No. You don't own the company. You don't own anything about the company. All you own is an equity interest in the company that's represented by a share of stock, and that stock fluctuates as the market goes up and down, not as if Walmart goes up and down. Walmart could be doing gangbusters, but the stock can go down. That has nothing to do with the value or the ownership of the company. As an EOS, you actually are an owner in the company, and you actually do have some decision-making ability, and you are able to have some ability to vote and have some power in how the thing is run and operated. So in my mind, something like EOS isn't like an IPO. It's much better than an IPO, and it's much more secure, even though people will tell you it's not. People will say, oh my gosh, you're doing something where you can't even buy it in this country. Well, the reason why is because the way people think, and they don't understand, they feel like they've got to have that comfort, that security blanket, the security and exchange stamp approval, the security laws have got to be approved, all that other stuff. They feel like that's giving them some sort of security, that if they buy it under that in that way, that they're going to be protected. Well, you don't have to look very far to see how many people have lost money in initial public offerings and how many people have lost money in the stock market. I used to be a broker, and it was pretty regularly people were losing money. So as in EOS, you are actually buying something. You're buying a product. You are actually having the opportunity to build something. You're actually having the opportunity to have some decision-making ability in what goes on in that project, versus in an IPO where you have absolutely nothing. You have absolutely nothing. You own a share of common stock that represents the company, and if you want to find out how much you own, next time, go down and buy a little bit of common stock in Walmart and show up at their board meeting and see how quickly you get thrown out. Or the next time you buy a little common stock in a company, just go down and tell the store manager how to run the business, because you're an owner in a company. So yeah, we'll see how far you get with that kind of thinking. So, and I get so tired of people, even like the Wall Street Journal will say something like this: well, in an IPO, you actually are a business owner. You actually own a piece of the corporation. And then they'll go on and make some, comparison to a coin offering where you're buying nothing but some imaginary cryptocurrency that has, some nebulous understanding and meaning. The only difference is that they don't really understand the technology behind it. And that's what you're buying. You're buying the technology and the understanding of being able to build something that is decentralized, that has immutability, and something that is transparent. They don't like that. They don't want it to be transparent, because if it's not transparent, then there's no opportunity for some third centralized party to rip you off. So that's my take on EOS. It's actually real estate. You're able to buy real estate on a platform, build on that platform, and have some decision making in that platform. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.